TNTM the show presents
November Talking Nerdy 2024
with your hosts, Pablo Gunner,
the Ambassador.
And we are here to talk nerdy to you about, first off, I want to say that our grade scale is must see, must stream. Check it out, worth checking out, and pass. And also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Then we're going to go over our merch for December, our charity of the month for December.
I will do some shout out. Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 2. Alright, now we're going to find out what's going on in the Valley with Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 2.
Well, it's not even the Valley.
I mean, they're in Barcelona.
It is the same characters, but now they're in a new setting, and there's other players. You know, like, they have an Irish team. That was the funniest, the Dublin team. And, like, I love when they do this because it's over-the-top, like, ridiculous accents. And you have the Russians, and you have the Irish. And they have all these different ones, and they're clashing and stuff. And it's just funny and interesting.
We got to see what happens with Tori.
Oh, yeah.
And that twist. The consequences of some of the characters from the previous part, you get to see that play out as well. And you get to see Johnny figure out what he really needs to do.
Yeah, he gets played and he's like, I know what I need to focus on now.
Yeah.
If I can learn more about my master, I will, but especially with what's going on, like, I need
Daniel.
to focus on this, you know.
Yeah, that's Daniel.
But yeah, no, him too, because even with him as well.
Yeah, because he realizes that he needs to be able to use both styles without being biased towards one.
Yeah.
Luckily, they were able to redeem themselves and stay in. It really surprises me how well they've done some of these characters, because you watch season 1, you're like, Sam sucks. She's stupid. I don't care about her. That's really like the sentiment you get, but as it keeps going on, you're like, okay. Miguel gets along with both, of course, but I feel like she really causes like a lot of negotiation between Johnny and Daniel. She understands and she sees that where Johnny is, likes him, and understands that he is good at what he does and you need to include him and you can't just leave him out. It's great to see Sam excelling at what she does. I think she notices more things than anyone else. It's crazy all the twists they had in this too.
Oh, they did. Yeah. And because it looked really bad for Miyagi-Do majority of the season. Like, they're losing a lot of the time where it's like they're barely skating by in this tournament.
Yeah, pretty much Miguel is carrying them.
Yes. Yeah, he pretty much is. It's pretty crazy.
Because, like, Robbie's just not in the game
because
of Tori.
Because of Tori, it just messes him up. It's crazy how it flips towards the end. The things that they even have him do in this tournament, I'm like, this is ridiculous stuff. I'm just like, this is crazy, but I like it because it adds this variety of, like, how do you change the battlefield and how do you make it unique and different. And I was like, this is interesting. Like, this is cool.
Yeah, I'm glad they brought, like, Kenny in, too. Because I always thought Kenny's character was one of the more interesting characters that they brought into the show. You finally get Kenny make peace with Daniel's son. I understand why both of them are angry at each other. Honestly, Daniel's son, I didn't even start liking the character till the last season.
Yeah.
Because he was a real POS.
And
it took him a while to even start being a good person. Even longer than Sam. Like, Sam at first was pretty terrible, but you realize, okay, she's just trying to fit in, and now she's realized that's not what she wants, and she's going back to herself. But Kenny is just such a cool story from the beginning. Kenny's badass.
Yeah.
He is one of their strongest fighters for Miyagi-Do.
Yeah.
Because I think if you're ranking power, probably have Miguel and Sam up there, and then of course Robbie.
Yeah.
Robbie's up there, but I'd say like below all them is between Kenny and Hawk. Because I mean, Hawk is badass. You see how he changed when he realized he was on the wrong path and he went back. He really just kept to what he needs to do, to the point where he accidentally screws his buddy over, but in reality his buddy was being stupid. He knows what he wants, sticking with what he wants, and he knows how things got to be he does have a hard time getting used to Kenny, but that's understandable.
Mm.
I mean, Kenny was a force to be reckoned with when he went with Cobra Kai.
Yeah. Yeah, the way that they've built this show, it's allowed this part to just be epic. Like, even the previous part was pretty slow, and it was kind of weak, but because of the way that they built it, it allowed this one to just go like, we're setting up the dominoes, we're just setting up our guys on the plate so we can just hit home run after home run after home run and just knock it out of the park every single episode. Because, dude, honestly, I was choking back tears like almost every episode or at least at some point in each episode, which is funny because like I was watching it at work and I was like, I gotta not, choking them down, hold them back, because it was so good. Even in that finality was mind blowing. I was like, there has to be one more, right? There has to be, and it was like, nope, that's it. We're gonna leave it on that cliffhanger. What's gonna be the repercussions of that ending and everything like going forward, and just what's gonna happen? It's just crazy to me. And I know they're supposed to do a movie too. I think like that's supposed to take place, but
from what I understand,
yeah,
Cobra Kai, they're not going to do a Cobra Kai movie anymore. They're just going to include the series.
Yeah.
And then it will be a good supplemental if you want to watch it, but you don't have to watch it. But the movie is pretty cool what they're actually changing it to. You're going to have a team up between Daniel and Jackie Chan.
Yes.
I'm curious how it's going to work, but I have a feeling they're going to probably drop some type of hint when they finish Cobra Kai.
Yeah, I just love the way they've done it. I really believe it's one of the best shows, at least this season. This part is one of the best things out right now, which is crazy that it doesn't seem to be like it's on the list, because it should be on the list of one of the best shows this year. It's a must-see, must-stream for me, and I think it should be for... And especially if you're a fan of like those movies, like this is absolutely a must-see. But even if it's not, I still think it's a must-see, must-stream.
Yeah, it's a must-see, must-stream for me as well.
For the month of December, the merch that we're going to be rolling out is going to be Star Wars, because Skeleton Crew is coming out. I thought that was going to be a movie. It's a show that's coming out with episodes. There's 2 episodes at first, and then they're going to be putting them out weekly. Then we have LOTR, because there is, the War for...
The War of Rohirrim.
That is coming out, and that's why we're going to roll out our LOTR merch. Of course, we're going to roll out Sonic merch. We're going to roll out some new merch, because it's Sonic 3 with Shadow. Always is Doctor Who for, like, Christmas. You're going to have those Christmas episodes. So we're going to roll probably some Doctor Who towards the end of the month. And then our charity of the month is going to be AMFAR, Ending the AIDS Epidemic through Research, because it is HIV/AIDS Awareness Month.
We're going to move on to our shout-outs. First and foremost, we got Atticus.
Yeah. Atticus is doing crazy stuff. He's not in the same location. He's doing crazy stuff. He's doing other things with his life. I don't know if he's going to China or something like that. He's learning more. I know he's going more up north in Vietnam. So watch out for that, for the updates on his videos. It looks cool. It looks interesting. It looks awesome.
We have MK Wizard.
Yes, the always opinionated MK Wizard, throwing out her opinions on the new Master at Arms He-Man, the He-Man movie. So you can check out stuff like that. She does web comics that are on sale. They're on Amazon now. That's really cool. We have the Film Rage guys. They review all the movies. I have watched movies that I've never would never intend to watch, that aren't nerdy at all, purely because I listen to their podcast. They're hilarious. They're awesome. They're cool, fun guys. Check them out. Pesky Gremlins as well. They are also web comics we're in connection with on X and are funny and cute. Them out. And then Semi-Skeptic Pod, they help us out too, as well as Watch It Pod. So check them all out. That's it for us here. Talk nerdy to me.
Stay nerdy, Planet Earth.